Hi, it's Blatherrhea. Hi, welcome back. I'm John Caparulo.
And I'm Brian Shinanigan. Hi.
And we are here again. So it's I really I'm a little upset that you couldn't you had to wear the same shirt as me today, which is just bullshit. I mean, sure, you wore it here and then I changed into this one, but still, you should have known I would do that.
Yes.
And I saw you had your Jurassic Park shirt on, and the shirt I had on was covered in schmutz. So I'm like, you know what? We'll match. So here we are, and
yours is definitely more original than mine is. Like I said, mine's the redo. I think you got more an original Jurassic Park.
Yeah. Well, this is definitely the lunchbox colors.
Yeah,
so,
I got the Pride Park.
You got the tropical one. Yeah, right. It's you got yours from the swap meet. But, did you ever wait? So you grew up in L.A.?
Yeah.
So did you ever go to like Slauson Swap Meet?
Oh yeah,
you did. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because I never went to that all the time. I was in L.A., but we had this thing called Roger's Sale back when I was growing up. Like that was basically the same type. I think it was the same type of thing where it's just like fireworks and like
and bootleg CDs,
fireworks, porn. Like everybody in my school had a Gucci T-shirt that was made by Fruit of the Loom. Yep. It was a beefy tee made by Fruit of the Loom, but it said Gucci on it. And it was, but it was just the dusty knockoff place that like you could go buy some fireworks, some knockoff T-shirts, some porn, and even some livestock. So that was the spot.
No, yeah, because we had the Selmar San Fernando swap meet too that we went to, like in the Mexican, like where you get the good horchata, like the real Mexican swap meet.
I don't know that there is good horchata to me. It just looks and sounds like vomit to me.
That old woman had been making it her entire life, and it was delicious. And I never liked any other horchata since because hers was actually good, all cinnamony and stuff.
Ugh.
But like, yeah, I mean, we went to the Mexican swap meets, we went to the black people swap meets. So man, like I loved swap meet because, like I said, we were a little white trashy, a little poor. We bought all the stuff.
Black people swap meet.
Yeah, it's the Crenshaw swap meet.
That just sounds terrible.
There's the mall, and then there's the mall that white people used to go to. I mean, that's
Well, I mean,
but it is an, you can say, because I loved, like, you're a big rap guy like me, like back in the day as a white kid.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I was going there for the boots. I was going there for the bootlegs, for the mixtapes, the stuff that was like concerts that were recorded and stuff. That was what the swap meet was all about.
Yeah, I remember when I got to LA, I bought a few like bootlegs. There was this guy who used to do the open mic at the time that I got it to the Comedy Store. And he was just, I mean, I assume he went into some other field, but he used to sell like bootlegs of current CDs at the time because this was still when that was relevant. We were about 5 years from iPods at that point. So, but I never bought stuff like that back in Ohio. It was just, I would buy a lot of, tapes, dub them, and take them back. I do that, but
No, there were two dudes I used to go to, Ronnie Ray and this other guy who called himself Crumbs. And, like, they were bootleg magicians.
Did you ever see there's a video online, like, of Tupac? It was when he was filming Juice. That it's on YouTube. Like it's him. Like I think him and some friends of his were going to a movie because there's a bunch of clips from that time. Like there's some in his trailer with like Omar Epps and guys like that. But like he was they're going to see a movie in New York City, and he walks past like one of those like. Because guys would just have, like, basically, like, a newsstand set up with a bunch of fucking bootleg tapes, for sale. And Pac found his Tupacalypse Now tape bootlegged for sale. And he was in total Bishop mode where he fucking, like, he threatened the guy, said, I'm going to a movie. If I come back out, this is still here. Yeah, yep. I'm gonna tear your whole stand down and everything. It was, it's interesting. It's fun to watch. If you're a Tupac fan at all, it's interesting to watch, definitely. But
I used to love the swap meet. You get a lot of like good stuff, good tacos, like some real good soul food down at that Crenshaw swap meet too, like real good.
Yeah, see, the swap meet I went to wasn't the type of place. Well, I mean, I guess Sometimes we get elephant ears, but that's about it. It wasn't like a type
It wasn't a food.
I wasn't. I wasn't
Yeah.
looking to get a meal there.
No, I mean that was honestly that was the only place a lot of people could afford to have a restaurant in that area was at the swap meet.
Yeah.
So it's like there was some great food there. Like I got some good ribs there. Like I can't even remember. There was a lot of good places.
Yeah, that's what they do.
But they would come and go.
They do that a lot in LA with the food truck festivals and stuff like that. Because Jamie used to love going to that. We would go. I mean, some of it is fantastic, and a lot of I remember there was a lot of controversy over that. Probably still is, like with the business owners on whatever street they would do that on, because they were like, "Look, I got to pay all these, basically property taxes and all these kind of, to actually set up a business, and all these people just come in with their fucking restaurant on wheels and don't have any of those." And they're blocking my business.
Well, and the people are coming to use his bathroom and all that stuff.
Yep.
I mean,
I mean, some of the like the lobster truck, the one with the lobster rolls, the grilled cheese truck. Those were good shit. But I also was like, I mean, the food's great, but I always wanted to bring it home. I didn't want to,
stand there.
Where do you want to eat this? On the curb, obviously. Where else are we gonna eat?
When I lived in Santa Monica,
eat it with some bees.
We had a rotation because right where I was in Sawtell, that was where like the Koji taco truck would come, and like we had a great one, the greasy wiener where they do the deep fried hot dogs.
That just sounds fantastic.
It was so good. Like I love a deep. That is my guilty pleasure is a deep fried hot dog.
You go to a food truck festival and you're gonna buy a hot dog, really?
Dude, deep fried hot dog.
Because I was gonna say, but as cool as they were at the grilled cheese truck and everything, because Jamie would at least get like some sort of fancy grilled cheese or something else. I just like the straight classic grilled cheese, which I can make better. I can, because I know how I like it and everything. So I mean, I can make a pretty badass grilled cheese. The key is shredded cheese, but for the most part, I would get something that I couldn't make myself. Like I said, like lobster rolls. Those are fucking fantastic.
Yeah. I don't want to mess with that at the house. We do have that truck here. We do have the lobster truck here.
Truck. Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah,
it's always by my house at the Smiths in the parking lot, like twice a week over there.
Jamie used to go nuts with it. Like she'd go like whenever they would do like on a Sunday or something like that. I'd be home watching football, and she'd come back with like 6 of them for me, and I could only get through like maybe 3 or 4 of them, and it was like they don't reheat well.
No,
so it's just
it's one and done.
Well, because that's what I have to check everywhere that has lobster rolls to make sure they're warm. Because I hate fucking cold shellfish. It's disgusting. So I got to make sure that it's the kind that I don't know if there's I don't know if it's considered like the Boston. Or I don't know what the style is.
I don't know what the difference is between the hot and the cold. I'm a hot guy. I don't like the cold lobster. I'm not I need the hot with the butter.
I don't like shrimp cocktail. I love shrimp. I hate shrimp cocktail. I don't like cold shellfish at all. That's disgusting.
Yep, I'm not an oysters guy. I'm not any of that. No, I don't fucks with it. But like, have you seen the stuff they do in LA now? There's just no more food trucks. It's just outright, they set up a grill and like a tent on the street corner. And there's a lot of them. Like a lot. Yes. Like it's like
did that happen after COVID or something?
I think during/after.
That's what I'm saying. As a result of that, a lot of people tenting up anyway.
Yeah, so, there's so much. Like there's literally like when you drive, it's like one on almost every corner now. Just people out there grilling.
I mean,
tacos.
If there's anybody I'm going to trust with my nutrition, it's somebody with a fucking tent and a fire. Yeah.
It used to be just the street dog, where you roll the dice on that dirt dog and see what happens if you get salmonella or you get delicious. Because that lady's literally cooking with sterno on a freaking pan.
Yeah.
Like there was no propane or anything involved with that. But it's with these, so when we went for wrestling, like when we went for WrestleMania. My friend was like, "Oh, trust me, go to this place. They're only there on the weekends. Like, it's good. Trust me." And I'm thinking, that's gonna be bad. Best al pastor I had in LA and forever. They made me the taco with the cheese, where they do the cheese instead of the tortilla. They make a crispy cheese and fold it up around that.
I don't like adventures with my food.
I rolled the dice and I won. Like it was a good thing.
Yeah, I mean that's you do seem to be more of a connoisseur of a variety in your food. I find what I like, and I'm like, I need to seek that out again. And
I get in food ruts where I gotta mix it up. I get too kind of bored of the same stuff over and over again.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't get bored of the same stuff. I like my. I find
But
the food
I still,
like, and yeah,
I
let's
got
roll
the
with it.
staples for me is I got club sandwich. Always go club sandwich. I'll always go with a fresh chicken fried steak if they make a fresh one. Like that's my breakfast go to. But I mean, there was years when I was the club sandwich guy everywhere clubs, and I still love a
club sandwich
Yeah,
guy?
I was always like club sandwich, Mexican place.
Club
Give me the club
sandwich guy.
sandwich.
Yeah, that is white, Ryan. Is what that is.
Damn right.
You are a club sandwich
Damn
guy.
right.
Jesus Christ. I'm not a club sandwich. I don't mind a club sandwich, but and it's only been since I've gotten older, and I'm like I can put up with tomatoes, But it's in general, it's like it's probably something better that I would want to, get off the menu. But
I think I always went with it because of the bacon. It always had bacon.
If the bacon's good, if it's not fucking hard or turkey bacon. Don't fuck around with that shit. Yeah, I don't want to. But if it's actually like juicy, good bacon, yeah, that's I can roll with that a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I just hate when I end up eating the toothpick. That hurts. But
and when I was a kid, like it was like I was burger everywhere, like burger. Mexican restaurant burger, like Korean place burger. Like give me the burger. I had some terrible burgers at places that were just like that only had it on the menu for kids, and they like bring it out of the back freezer where that meat's been sitting for 6 months.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm generally if I'm going for lunch, I don't know. I mean, I probably do just hoe out and get the burger.
Well, what's your go-to on the road? Just burger?
Usually when I'm on the road, I stop like. Especially if I've rented a car, which is usually do now, but like I make my grocery store run. I got to go get my sweet tea.
Yep.
And I normally, since I'm going to a grocery store anyway, hopefully it's at a time that the deli's been open for a few hours, so I can get I can get me an 8-piece drums and thighs and go back to my hotel room and close the drapes and fucking
just sit on the floor and eat chicken.
Town on some chicken, boy. Oh,
just hide your shame and just
I love me some fried chicken, especially when it's good deli fried. Now it depends on where because you can go fuck with them. Like you don't ever go to Walmart's deli and fuck with their fried chicken because it is really like they took some chicken and then they made the skin out of some dead guy's butt. It's fucking terrible.
It's terrible.
They just wrap it, and it just comes. It's like all in one piece. Fucking terrible. But the places that don't do that, like where you find like some good shit. Like I was at when I went over the weekend back to Ohio to Cuyahoga Falls and stopped at Giant Eagle. Boy. Yeah, I was.
They've been making that chicken for a generation.
Because it was one of those times, like, I didn't even have to get it from... I didn't go to the deli and get the 8. I just went... Because they had the pre-made ones. Because I hate chicken breast. I hate fucking white meat. It's dry as shit. I don't like it. So... But I ended up, like, getting the regular 2 8-pieces. I remember I go to ring it up at the register, and the woman's like, oh, that chicken smells good. I'm like... I know. I'm like, that's why I can't fucking walk past it. I'm like,
that's why there's two
they put it
here.
Right at the front when I walk in. It's like I'm not gonna buy some chicken when it's just hit me in the face as soon as I walk in there. And I mean, she didn't even say "Have a nice day" when I left. She's like, "Enjoy your chicken." I went, I will. I'm about to. You see, I wore a bib to the fucking store, right?
She knew it was about to happen.
Yeah, it was me and this chicken about to go do some battle right now. Yep. I do like, but yeah, that's go-to for me if I'm on the road. And then usually, like when I'm ordering, like like Uber Eats or something like that in the hotel, like the next day or whatever. I usually try to get like Chinese. Something like that, because it's just not at least it's not as it's just another like fast food burger or something like that. It's a little bit
fresh. It's fresh food.
A little bit. It can be.
Well,
I mean, it depends,
Chinese food's most of the time enjoyed in a restaurant because
Generally,
it's always it's anytime it travels, you don't know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
But no, it's it's a little less. I mean, it's relative. It's less greasy, but it mixes it up. You can't fast food it every
definitely
every day on the road.
Get like a shrimp fried rice, and then it's not quite as bad. So especially for the plane ride home the next day, I'm not because I felt bad for the guy in the other seat yesterday. I was like, dude, I know you smell that. Right? It smells like the fucking river.
Oh my god, dude! It smells like the river.
I mean, seriously, you ever been to the Ohio River? You know what I'm talking about. Sometimes I get river ass, and man,
I've heard about swamp ass before, Cap, but this is another level.
River ass has body parts in it, man. That shit ain't fucking. Yeah, that's real talk, yo. That's real talk.
Oh my god, it's chunky. Oh my god, Cap. Well, Chaps, we're getting the stories this week.
We got some shit today.
So we're gonna start with. I guess this was on the AP. It was on CNN. I'm gonna put it on the screen for you guys. Like, Chinese zoo denies its sun bears are people in costume.
First of all, sun bears sounds like a cartoon. It's like,
did you guys watch the sun bears last night?
Yeah, right. Yeah,
it's a bear that teaches you how to read. It's the sun bears.
Right? Yeah, it's just like they should be like blue and purple and shit. But I mean, if you watch this video, let's
roll the video.
Not only do they look like really fucking malnourished, it looks like they're wearing Reeboks too, doesn't it? I mean, they look. It does look like a person. It looks like if you ever see footage of the old, like there's old NFL films footage of the Bears mascot back in the 60s.
Oh man,
it looks like that dude. Yeah,
that suit was haggard.
Yeah, that thing looked like it fucking smelled. Like it was
like they used a real bear.
Old cigarette breath in it, sticking in there from the 20s and shit. Cause that was ugh.
All right,
but that's what they look like. They look like the fucking Chicago Bear.
We're gonna roll this video, guys, so you can make your own decision.
A zoo in eastern China is trying to reassure visitors their sun bears are not people dressed in costumes.
What would be funny is if this was a Cleveland newscast. Like, why are you talking like that, Wilma?
A sun bear standing on its hind legs, looking uncannily human, and appearing to wave at the crowd.
I mean, that is a very...
It looks like a bad actor, really.
I mean, he is... It's really posted up.
Like, hi, kids.
See, like, I feel like that's a shot of a real bear. Like, that's definitely a real bear.
Yeah,
that dude didn't look like either one of those pictures.
Yeah, that looked worse than that, the Bigfoot footage.
Yeah.
Like with the guy walking,
just
Bob, we can see your wristwatch. Yeah, like that thing. Like
oh, sorry.
It really does. Yeah, it looks, I mean, first of all, they look really skinny, but I mean, the fact that, I mean, the waving, I don't buy it. I really don't. I mean, I don't know why they would do that, especially if they have a zoo full of other animals. I mean, it would be funny if all their animals were like that.
Like, when I read the story the first time before it really caught fire, when I was like, because it was in the Odd News a few weeks ago, it was more than the sun bears. Like, they said that a bunch of their different animals were people in costumes.
Go to the fucking aquarium, and there's a shark at the bottom of the snorkel going...
Don't worry about these bubbles.
Like, why is your elephant waving at me too? Like, what the fuck?
Because I feel like this all came out that same time a few weeks ago when that Japanese guy bought that Labrador costume. Have you seen that? Oh yeah, this dude, like, basically he won't say what his identity is. He is like it is a full costume. The man walks around all fours like a Labrador. This chick walks him and everything. Like, it's like a thing. He lets people pet him in the park.
It's like a what thing?
It's like it's an outfit. Like it's like he's like a giant dog. Like, fully, like, you don't know there's a man. It's such a good, like, suit.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Like, what? How do you get to that point? Like, how do you get to the point where, I mean,
Japanese people are marrying Pokemon cards, Cap.
Okay, like, look, I understand, but it's just. Like, how do you get... Okay, because you don't go from, like, normal to, like, you know what?
I'm going to walk around...
I'm so sick of this button-down lifestyle. I'm so sick of this 9-to-5 shit. I'm so sick about the rat race and you know what? Here's what I want to do. I want to be a dog. I'm gonna be a really big dog, and I'm gonna
walk around the park,
and you got to find somebody else who's weird enough to fucking want to go
walk
along
you.
with this,
Yeah,
and walk you. I mean, I want to know what the evolution is to that point. Like, what were you in the middle of that? Like, what sent you to the dog point? Because you usually don't take that much of a leap. You don't go from normal to Labrador. Yeah. You go from, there's
at least a furry stage in there somewhere, a little cosplay to furry, but to full, like, and I went there. It's like, so does this lady have to clean up after this guy? Like, does he just do in the park? Yeah, I mean, it's like, how far does he go with this cosplay? He lets people pet him.
Yeah. Yeah, and how terrible do you feel after you pet him, too? Because that's the thing, too. Like, okay, so after they walk away, if you figure out that this man just had your school children petting him, none of us feel good about that afterwards. So it's just like, what? I mean, you're an adult. Like what
there it is, Cap.
That's him. Really?
That is a man in a dog suit.
That's a lassie type.
Yeah.
That's a huge fucking dog, man.
Yeah.
But still.
Look at that's the chick.
Video of
this
of
is the
them,
chick that walks him. White lady.
Well, of course.
14.
You're gonna get no assisted.
$14,000. That suit cost.
$14,000.
Yeah. That is a man in a suit, Cap.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Look at those people walking by you. They're not fooled because he doesn't look real.
Yes, because he can't walk like a normal dog because he's a man in that suit.
Right, I know.
He kind of hobbles along. That dog doesn't know what the hell's going on.
Instead of yelping if you step on his paw, he's go,
just like, "Hey!"
That'll give it away too. But still, it's like, I mean, how long does his shift in this, and like how long does he stay like this? Like what?
Too long, man.
That is fucking weird, man. That's really fucking weird.
Yeah.
Like I mean, does that guy, like? I don't know.
Dude, this guy has a whole
because,
YouTube channel of him in this dog suit.
Is comfortable enough with because
not comfortable enough. Nobody knows who his identity is. He goes by an alias.
Enough to do that though. Like,
oh yeah, he was in public
because he at least shared it with one person. The chick with the leash is at least unless he called a dog walker and said, and she was "Here's the key to my house," and then he's like, "Well, how fucked up would that be?"
Okay,
it's like I need you to walk my dog, and can I meet him? Well, no. But still, it's that's just there's a lot of awful right there.
Oh yeah. So yeah, you didn't know one story was going to lead into another like that, did you?
And it's just not enough to say, oh, what Japanese people do, which I mean that seems to kind of be the case where there's just a lot of
weird shit. Yeah.
That just doesn't like, I don't know if it's.
In a society of like worker bees, like you want to stand out, and some people just really go. They really go.
People really just end up popping.
Yep.
At some point,
this is where like people love their waifus, which is their anime girls. People marrying holograms, marrying like waifu cards. This dude I saw one time married a statue. Well, that's his, like. Yeah, it's not healthy in Japan. They're losing population for a reason. Like,
and really, in America, we don't have much business talking down to anybody. So, I mean, we there's plenty of fucking awful shit here and weird shit, but it's just, I guess it's just a special kind of weird that happens in Japan. So,
man, there's a lot of people specialize in that weird and make it a whole thing. Like there's like a mayonnaise restaurant in Japan where everything they serve is mayonnaise. Give a mayonnaise milkshake. like all that stuff. Like they go all the way to the extreme on stuff.
And nobody just stops in the middle. I mean, at the mayonnaise restaurant with the dude in the fucking dog suit out front, and nobody just goes, "Hey, look, maybe we just all need to talk about this." Okay, like those. It was kind of fucked up what happened in 1945, and since then we've just kind of been on a downhill spiral ever since, and we need to fucking just straighten this shit out and start acting like people again. I mean, Godzilla's not coming out of the fucking ocean, people. He's not coming out. It's not gonna. You're good. So just, that's fucking weird shit, man. That's fucking weird, and
Yeah. Well, for $14,000, you can do all the weird you want, apparently.
Because he had to have $14,000. Like, you're not. I mean, for somebody to have that kind of money to spend on whatever hobby, whatever you want to do, it's like you. Is that the guy?
I think that's a mid journey. I don't think that's the guy.
It's just like if to spend that kind of cash, because I mean, is that a custom made?
Oh
suit?
Yeah, I mean, it had to he looked, because you don't really see any.
So he had to actually
go get it
with a designer.
Oh yeah, he had to get fitted. Yeah, I'm sure they had to figure out ergonomics.
So that's not cheap. So he had some other line of whatever work, anything, career that he was able to put together $14,000 to, instead of
a car,
instead of buying anything,
instead of buying anything,
it's just he decided that this is
not a giant TV.
You know how long
not a supercomputer.
He would have wanted to do that before he did it too.
Oh, yeah.
Like that had to go. You're a dangerously insane person, sir.
Well, the technology had to catch up. I mean, all the modern stuff that you have to do to make a suit like this. Right, because he wouldn't want to look stupid. What do you mean? I mean, come on. The technology had to catch up. Well, you said it.
You just had to have a fucking dog suit.
It almost looks like
big enough for a grown man to fit into.
It almost looks like a taxidermy dog, though, doesn't it?
It does.
Doesn't look like it's.
He almost looks like a fucking small woolly mammoth. Yeah. Is what he looks like. But that is. I just.
Where are his eye holes? I don't know what he's looking at. Is he looking out the mouth? Is he actually looking out the eyes?
I would hope that he can't see at all. Because I would think you would not want to accidentally walk past a mirror or a fucking plate glass window. Because you are going to get a big dose of who you are. And that's not good. I bet shit sticks to that fur. That's
when he's in a cage, it kind of it's.
Why would he have a crate? Like what? He's a man. Like why would he need a crate at all? Like there's no. He doesn't need trained, does he? He's a person. I mean,
see, and Cap, that's where like this stuff, man. It goes from either weird to weirdly sexual. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay, absolutely. I think there's always got to be an element. If you're going around asking people to fucking pet you and you're on all fours, if you're on all fours doing anything, it's probably there's probably some creepy shit involved there. So let's just get that out of the way. So man,
he's in a crate, Cap. The man is in a crate.
A fucking crate.
He's got that white lady to take care of him.
How much does that crate cost, too?
That's not the cheap one. That's the big one.
He bought himself a crate.
Yeah, that's the $200-$300. That's the big one.
What dog would be like? You know what? I need a crate because it's. I need
the blanket.
Need to feel calmed down and in my own space here. Like what?
They roll him around in a little cart.
Oh my god. Of course they do.
Look at him on the counter.
I wonder if they take him to lunch in a because I remember that. I'm failing to mention, but I'm just gonna say it. But when I first met Jamie's family in Florida, like they had a poodle and they put the poodle in a stroller and we went to lunch. And sat down at lunch as if there wasn't a poodle in the fucking stroller with us. Like,
Like it was
and
normal.
we're all just sitting here like with and everybody else in the restaurant like they have a poodle in a stroller and like yeah. I'm like I just met these people. I don't fucking know.
And you go, what a cute baby. Oh, that's not a baby.
I mean,
that's
but
not a
if
baby.
they take him to lunch, does he stay like? Does he just get scraps? Does he sit on the ground, or does he actually just grab a chair
in his mouth
and
hole
fucking sit there
and
like
just
like
oh,
he's fucking
mean,
like he's goofy or whatever.
I mean, there he is with the dog bowl.
Oh my god, that is so fucking creepy.
There's some toys. Gonna fetch a ball.
Ah man, your parents are ashamed, sir.
I'm fucking up my algorithm right now. All to hell. You know what I'm gonna get recommended now? Jesus Christ. That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
14 grand, man.
He belongs in that zoo.
So I'm just saying, seeing that Chinese zoo, plausible. I feel like totally fucking plausible. Like after seeing that Japanese man.
If the other animals are also suspect, that's where it's like it's gotta be. Which, if that's the case, it's kind of funny because it's like whoever's running that zoo has just got a bunch of people in fucking animal costumes, which I think is better than a real zoo because it's like it's kind of cruel putting animals in zoos and shit like that. It just is. So. The idea that you're just just got a bunch of people and fucking animals. That's kind of funny. I mean, I can.
They're working at shifts.
But the guy who's doing it, who's not on the clock, who doesn't work for that zoo, he's just getting walked. That's I can't support that, sir. So yeah.
Oh my God, Cap. Well, we're still gonna stick with people in suits. Apparently, it's a theme we're running into.
It's that kind of day. Huh?
So we're on to the next article. This is from our friends at the AP.
We have friends at the AP.
Yes, they're our good friends. They provide us all these stories that when it's a slow news day, we get this.
Oh, thanks again, Jim.
Thank you, Jim at the AP. So T-Rexes race to the photo finish at Washington State Racetrack. So. So it's Emerald Downs here in Seattle. 200 people. 200 people.
We were just talking shit on Japan.
I know.
And see, look at this. Look at this. Like
Yup.
I mean, I assume they're all frat guys in those suits. Like this is. Because you said there was 200
200
racing participants, right?
Yeah.
Did they all race at once, or were there heats?
No, there were heats.
Okay, so...
Yeah.
So essentially it's just some people... Which, okay, as opposed to... I mean, because I had a friend who ran track in college, and he said that, they used to have to go to Europe to actually... Because actually, it was like a professional sport over there where you could actually make money running track, and I'm like, that sounds really fucking boring. And I mean, just watching
no NBA summer league for me. I'm gonna go for the track.
How fucking lame is that? So the idea of like, okay, this is more entertaining than just watch it. Like, I would love to see Usain Bolt in some T-Rex races. That would be phenomenal, right? But it's I think Olympic track should just make them wear animal costumes of some sort.
It would be a lot more entertaining. I'm not going to lie to you.
It's did they all? So they're all wearing the same suit? Is that what it is? I mean,
it seems like
to make it fair,
maybe a little
like
color
stock car
dependent,
race, right?
You see, there's like a green one mixed in there.
Okay, so is it the same basic suit, just different colors?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think.
Why do I care?
Well,
but I mean,
it's readily sold on Amazon, I'm sure.
Okay,
we could have one here.
Okay, so but it's all those. Oh, it's like those inflatable types or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure you're gonna get one when it's Cap versus Jurassic Park.
I mean, still that. Yeah. I mean, if you're if you're at this race, though, it's like because you said what people are betting on it and everything, and it's kind of funny. It's as long as they don't have children petting them at the end of it, I think it's fine.
You're not wrong, Cap.
It's kind of funny. I mean,
but just look how much the guy's diving. Like they're selling out.
Oh, yeah. I mean, why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I mean, because I love the other one. Looks like he's gonna bite him on the way across the fucking finish line too. That's fantastic.
With their big floppy heads.
I mean, but if you win that race, I mean, you will be able to tell your grandchildren that I was once a fucking weirdo, and I ran a race in a. I mean, because that's got to get sweaty as shit too. Man.
Yeah,
that's not. Yeah, that's probably not.
Even
easiest way to go, because you can't take that off in between races.
No,
Yeah,
and like
that would be breaking character.
But I always see the people like I saw it at when I did the anime convention show. There were all these people in different inflatable costumes. This guy was like an inflatable Patrick, and like it was at like the show that night. It was a concert. He was just rocking out in an inflatable Patrick, outfit. I'm like that dude is just sweating his ass off in the middle of this mosh pit in a goddamn Patrick outfit. Like.
I just love the I mean, this guy's he's just an inflatable Patrick, and like him and his friends are getting ready to go to this convention. He just gets in the car, this fucking inflatable.
Like, let's go.
It's like, I'm trying to fucking drive, dude. Why I can't just can you? You get in the back. I mean, but it's like you're the only one in a costume.
Can you
like
at least
everybody
turn
else,
off the
like,
fan?
This isn't a costume party. And you're like, well, it is for me. I'm in a costume, so yeah, it's that's how we're rolling. So, I mean, it's funny.
But part of me feels like that the air circulating keeps the costume cool, but on the flip side, it's just. You're in a confined piece of plastic. It's got.
Oh yeah, that shit don't breathe. I don't think that's. I don't think those things are built for.
Because it's meant to keep the air in.
Right.
So
right. Yeah, those are actually like they're probably like those plastic suits like wrestlers would put on and shit.
Yeah, like the sumo wrestler ones. Yeah.
They don't have. Or the one wrestlers
the blue
like it's
blue and it's like.
I remember when I was in middle school, high school, there was a guy that was on a wrestling team. They'd wear that fucking, they'd put on a fucking trash bag.
Yep. No, I've worn those. I have worn those. Yes. It is not a, back in high school football days, they made you fucking sweat your dick off in that shit.
Yeah.
Go run in this. In 110 degree Southern California heat with the smog. Like,
because they had to make weight for, I never had to do that, so, but it was, I would always feel bad for the guys doing it. But it's still, I think it's probably like that. Which I think, for the guys who had to make weight for wrestling, I mean, maybe invest in a fucking T-Rex costume, so at least it'll be funny when you're making weight. I mean.
And the guy,
I'm always all for making whatever funny. So let's just do that.
So Kim of Kailua, Hawaii won this thing. He's like, no. He's like, no last name. Like, I don't want my last name. Because the second place guy. Cotton Weinagar of Boise, Idaho. He's like, put my name in there. I want the full thing. This is going to be his badge of honor back in Boise. He's going to come back as the king of that town.
See, Dad, I did make something of myself, right? Yeah.
I told you I would get out of this town and do something. I told you.
Yeah, you told me I'd be nothing. Well, yeah. There you go.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Well, Cap, we went from bears to Labradors to dinosaurs. I think we've done enough. Yeah, I think we've done enough for today.
Oh, good. I'm fantastic. I'm so excited.
Oh, as always, people can see us at the Kimmels every Tuesday.
Kimmel Club every Tuesday. Mm-hmm. We're tweaking the format still. We'll get back to you.
But we're there.
Yeah, we're there. We're getting there. And let's see, I'm coming to Louisville, Kentucky. Mm-hmm. What is that? September 7th,
8th, and 9th. Ooh, 3-day run.
I'll be there next. This is my next road trip.
Yeah.
And
2 weeks.
I'll be in Harris, Michigan. That Ireland resort. I'm doing that with Josh Wolf. And then
nice.
And then I'll be in let's see,
East Providence,
Rhode Island.
29-30
September. So yeah, I got some stuff coming up. Check the website, johncaparulo.com. And that's about it.
Yeah. So as a... I have to pack that mic now.
Yeah.
Oh my God. For those of you who really liked our last episode 19, Farts Are Funny, thank you for the shout outs. Thank you for actually giving us the feedback on that. Our most feedbacked episode. So we're going to keep the farts coming to you.
Yeah, see? We always appeal to the highest common denominator,
That's right. We know what the fans like.
Yeah, man.
We know where the wheelhouse is.
Yeah, farts are always funny.
All right, guys. Well, we'll see you next week.
Yeah, man.
We're out.
See ya.